Hi guys, Nicola here with Body and Life by Nicola, and I am making my first video today on how to make my butternut squash protein pancakes, and this can be used with, here's the organic butternut squash, which I'm sure you've seen on my Instagram album. You can also use organic canned pumpkin, or if they have different types of like canned squash, that would be awesome if they had like organic yellow squash canned. That would be so awesome. Okay, so I have my big bowl here. I have my nifty food scale. This is always by my side, handy. Never leave home without it either. Yeah, psycho. So today I'm going to be using my muscle egg as the egg white source. We're also going to be adding in a little bit of vanilla, some baking powder, which I just bought some from the store today also because I'm running out. So more baking powder. Tons of cinnamon because I am a cinnamon freak, and if you guys have been following me on Instagram for a long time now, a couple months back I said that there's a difference. There's a real cinnamon and there's a fake cinnamon. So I prefer to use obviously the real cinnamon, which is called Ceylon cinnamon, and cinnamon that most people think is real is actually called Saigon cinnamon, okay, which is made in Thailand somewhere. The main difference is obviously there's different health benefits, and actually too much of the Saigon cinnamon can cause things like blood clotting and stuff like that. But of course you have to eat like 45 gallons, you know, over a 3-month time span. However, real Ceylon cinnamon actually helps to stabilize insulin levels, so, and which Saigon cinnamon does not. So I also prefer to use this. However, I do like the taste that Saigon cinnamon has, so I will add in some of that too, just because I can. This is wheat bran. This is going to be the drying up substance, and this is very low in calories and very low in fat, high in fiber. So if you were to take 1 cup of this, 1 cup dry measure of this, I think it's something like, there's 37 grams of carbs in it, but of the 37 grams of carbs, 28 of it comes from fiber. So, you know, fiber is fiber. So I will only be using half a cup of this today, because, you know, I prefer to get my main carb source after working out from, like, you know, a starchy carb, to help raise insulin levels a little bit, for max recovery. Okay, so let's go here. So I'm going to go ahead, and since I'm actually doubling up on my carbohydrate for post-workout today, since I did a small carbohydrate consumption pre-workout, now I get to double up 2 of my starchy carb meals for my post-workout, because it's what I love to do. I know my body can handle it. So that's just how I roll. Now if I can find my measuring cup. I believe I had it in my food log as 25 grams today, but I have to go double check that. So 1 moment, please. Today it's actually 50 grams of wheat bran. And measuring by the gram is more accurate than measuring to the ounce. I can't really explain why, but it just is, okay? You're just going to have to believe me on this one. So, again, you can adjust all these measurements, you know, geared towards your calorie and macro requirements. Next, I'm going to put in, I'm going to say probably 45 grams of Truvia to help balance out that squashy taste. Okay. Next item going in, I'll put in my muscle egg, and this is going to be 231 grams of muscle egg, which is equivalent to almost 7 egg whites. And it's going to have somewhere around 27 grams of protein. Maybe close to 28 grams. And this is chocolate muscle egg. One more. Perfect. Next, I will be putting in 125 grams of organic canned butternut squash. Perfect. Next item going in the swimming pool. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Hopefully I can get enough out of this one. It's a little bit more. Okay. And then, yes, vanilla. I'm putting in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Because I just like the way vanilla tastes. Towel to wipe this off. This is actually alcohol-free vanilla, so it's kind of like a syrupy kind of texture. It's not like that liquid stuff, like just pours out like water that you get in most stores, because it's actual like concentrated. Next. You guys are probably going to die at how much cinnamon I put in, but I love my cinnamon. Ask baby daddy. This is the Ceylon cinnamon, the insulin stabilizer. And again, just because the Saigon cinnamon, it just has like this little like oomph, you know? That oomph. Gotta have that oomph. Especially when you're dieting. How can you not want to have that oomph? Now, also, I do want to show you guys my collection of liquid stevia. I'm not going to take out all of them, but if there are times, I'll cut back on the Truvia, and you know, I'll add a couple of drops of, you know, vanilla or chocolate. I also have the cinnamon one. I ran out of my hazelnut. I love the hazelnut with my coffee in the morning. So, you get the idea. Now, pretty sure I'm missing something, but I'll just go with it. Get my nifty little whisk, and I'm going to whisk everything up. And then that's pretty much it, guys. And then what I do here after this is, after I'm done with mixing everything together and incorporating all the ingredients, I get it to a nice fluffy consistency where I see I'm getting some air into the mixture as well, because when you're getting air into the mixture, especially when you add the baking powder, it gives it that more fluffy, light, airy consistency, and that's what we like. And then what I do next is I'll let this batter sit in the fridge while I'm training, and I come home and I cook it up and I devour it. Literally, I inhale it. It's done in like 30 seconds. I don't think I even wait for each cake to come off and then sit down nicely and enjoy my protein pancakes. I will eat one as each comes off of the stove. Okay, so that is it. This is butternut squash protein pancakes. Over and out. Have a good one, guys.